so rushed that your good ideas didn't come across.
I know.
Okay.
Hi, we're the I-Otters. I'm Marianne, and Ellen's here today, but we have Beverly today and May today. So our topic was what is instructional design? And the definition from our text is a systematic process that is employed to develop education and training programs in a consistent and reliable fashion. And so a system is an integrative set of elements that interact with each other. Also, a system and its elements are interdependent, which means that no element can be separated from the system or it will fail. So the system is creative, active, and iterative. And so we wanted to show you an example of a systematic model, which is called the ADDIE model. It stands for Analysis, Needs Assessment, Goals. Okay, now this is your part.
For some reason, it didn't seem to update, right? I don't know what we did. But in any case, the ADDIE model is actually an example of a systematic instructional design model. And it actually creates a framework to organize instructional design. And in the ADDIE is ADDIE, which is analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. And it can be done, implemented in this order, but also it doesn't have to be a linear approach. Many people have failed using it constructed that way. The A represents starting with a needs assessment. The way things are, the way things should be, and you want to actually define the characteristics of the learner in order to be successful. The D represents the way in which you move forward with measurable objectives. Normally they're action verbs, such as you'll ask a learner to list something or to move something so it can be measured. The instruction can be measured. Then the development is to actually develop the materials. Once you've assessed everything and have a plan in place with proper goals and objectives, then you create the instructor and the student materials. And once you've done that, then you implement it and you come up with your the development, and you can pilot program it first, but anyway, it's actually the form of actually implementing the instructional design. And then the evaluation is nothing's ever perfect. So you have to evaluate whether it was successful, what you designed was successful with the learner, and you come up with an evaluation tool, whether it be a survey or whatever, an online assessment. And then what you do is it's a formative assessment or a summative assessment. And the formative is actually reviewing, gathering data, and then revising what you've done.
Yeah, I think that the learner-centered and goal-oriented are self-evident. I'm not going to go into detail about that. I just want to elaborate on the focus on meaningful performance. That means that's not to have learners to recall all the information, but to apply what they have learned into solving authentic problems. And also number 5, empirical. That means during the initial analysis, we need to collect the data to identify what the learners' needs are. And then during the implementation, we collect the data as well to identify what areas which are needed improvement. And also after the implementation, we also need to collect the data to see which area or which part is effective or which part is not. Of course, then it's a team effort because it's difficult to do instructional design.
Okay. Let me introduce the slide. the Society for Information Technology and Teacher Education. It's an international association. If you want to be a membership, the general membership is just $95 to $110. But if you are a student, $35, you can join the society. And this site focuses the integration of instructional technologies into teacher education program. Okay, they have a conference. Okay, they have a journal of technology and teacher education. And if you are membership, you can they provide this journal and also newsletter, and they also provide a digital library.
Go to the file.
So we are running a little behind time, probably 10 minutes around, 10 minutes. So we'll be fast. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a repetition of the one
Okay.
before
Yeah,
that.
ours is pretty much all
The
of
same.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Our topic is also instructional design. We are the international auditors. Our members are Li Fang Wang, Maria Angelica Groves, Rama McMullen, that's me, Salah Al-Khadi, yeah, and Yaniv Oded, who is not here today. You're up.
So, hi everybody, I'm Li Fang. So, what is instructional design? Instructional design is a systematic process employed to develop education and training program. It's also a consistent and reliable fashion. Instructional design is also a complex process that is creative, active, and interactive. So we're going to talk about.
Okay, is this one? There you go. Okay. So if you notice, this is exactly what the group before us was talking about, except they had this lovely picture which was on there, which I wish we could go back to. But I just want to say that the model that you saw with the picture that you had, it's not unique just for instruction. It could be applied for any type of system design, what you saw. And the evaluation, by the way, is a continuous thing, which means every step of the way we go, during analysis, during design, during development, implementation, we're always going back to evaluation. So every step we make, we're evaluating and then going back to the next step. So I'm not going to take your time with this. It's the same exact what our colleagues did, which was very sufficient. So we can move on.
Okay, what are the distinguishing characteristics of the IB process? Something that sort of goes towards education. I was looking up jobs for what jobs we could get with this degree, and it was really interesting because as far as what we produce with this degree and what we do with designing, with technology. These are some of the things that any type of job, whether it's corporate or educational, these are the things that you should be focusing on. That the learner, it's learner-centered, and you're trying to create something with technology that the learner can have some kind of an outcome where they actually can use it in their job field. A lot of training things, like we mentioned, military and schools and government.